I heard that you guys haven't had enough of the Byzantine Cistern Rush. So we've got yet another game from Jabuticaba. And I will tell you, before we watch this Cistern Rush against the Japanese, I uploaded my build order for this to the AOE Guides website. I'll leave a link below in the description. So if you want to try this build order out, I've got it all written out for you and you can give it a try. Let me know if it works for you. Sit back and enjoy yet again another Cistern Rush featuring Jabuticaba. At the very beginning, you see him coming out. 5 villagers going to cross the map. Their mission, one thing only, to bring water to the Japanese. Going to be building a cistern, 50 stone, which you have plenty to start with the Byzantines. And the way this strategy works is you build your cistern, and you've got some unique abilities, but the thing that really makes it good for a rush is the Arcatoy defense. This arms your villagers with extra armor. It gives them a big pokey spear. And if the Japanese villagers are foolish enough to pick a fight with these red villagers in togas, they are going to be sorely mistaken, as they will get wrecked by Jabuticaba. Let's see where he places it down. The first thing he needs to do is locate the gold. He sees gold, but he also sees stone. And for the Japanese, they can open all their villagers on stone, which you see here, because they get gold every time they turn stone in. So he has targeted the stone deposit and will be building his very first tower. Now you can see Sweet Coffee Please can see that tower coming up. Now this is assuming he's not looking at his scout. Maybe he doesn't expect that this is coming, because typically within the first minute against Byzantines, you don't exactly expect there to be a cistern in a tower being built. So Sweet Coffee Please has not noticed, has been busy scouting for sheep. And boy, oh boy, this is going to be a big mistake. Both of these players are in Conqueror. I have heard some non-believers of the Jabuticaba Byzantine Cistern Rush in some of my YouTube comments previously. And I will tell you, it is a legit strategy. Both of these are in Conqueror. I tried this out. I'm in Conqueror too. I won 2 games in a row, 100% win rate using the Cistern Rush. So quit talking about Jabuticaba and saying that, you know, these players, they're just not any good. That's pure nonsense. That is pure nonsense. This is a top level strategy, the Byzantine Cistern Rush. And maybe it could get even stronger. Would the Byzantines maybe get buffs in the next patch? They've got the lowest win rate, so could be possible. Could be possible. Jabuticaba coming around, already having towered up the stone, setting his eyes on his next victim. He's carrying, it looks like that's going to be 50 stone. So if he builds a drop-off building, he could actually turn that in. Yeah, so here we go. He's going to build a lumber camp. And in case you didn't know this, whatever resource you're building, if you build a new economic drop-off point of any resource, it'll drop that off. So watch this. The stone will actually get deposited here at the lumber. So there we go. He was able to get that stone. And now he could choose to go for another cistern. Could perhaps do that. It's 100. That was, we were on the Japanese perspective there. But he would need to probably build another tower. Maybe it would give him enough stone. Maybe another house to get some of that passive stone. So right now, Sweet Coffee did not... Wait, is he aging up? I was surprised he pulled off of the gold so early there. He doesn't have enough gold to age up that I see. What? Why did he pull off of the gold? That was... I feel like he maybe could have gotten it if he just rushed it out. Now that's what I would recommend. If you see the Cistern Rush coming, grab your gold. Get enough to age up, because you don't want to be fighting this. And so right now, he's playing back here passively. Maybe his goal is to train some Dark Age infantry. That might be his plan. As you see, he's chopping some wood. But that might be a massive mistake. Coca Township's coming down right now. Oh, he does have enough gold. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong side here. Excuse me. Excuse me. I was looking on the right. So he got the gold. So Sweet Coffee Please, coming down with the Coca Township. This does give him the opportunity to get Shinobi. So he could perhaps counter this. Jabuticaba gathering stone at the forward. He usually likes to set down a forward Imperial Hippodrome. So we'll see if that comes down here soon. Back at home, a little macro check for those of you wondering. You can see he's got a few villagers on food, 7 on food. I'm sorry, 5 on food, 8 on wood. So he is trying to get some more towers up and going. And it looks like right now we've got another cistern going to be coming in for Jabuticaba. You know, I think my favorite part about casting this is not only the fact that, you know, I love Byzantines and I like a good Byzantine cistern rush, but it is just so damn fun saying Jabuticaba. Talk about a name that will forever be legendary amongst all Byzantine players. Apparently, it is a fruit from Brazil. So from the way I understand it, it grows directly on the tree. So go ahead and Google Jabuticaba. You don't worry, you don't even need incognito mode. It'll be fine. Outpost. Currently with the scout in there, so it's got some arrow slits. And maybe the shinobi will just ignore this and go attack the main base. And that is kind of looking like Sweet Coffee, what he might do. Rafa Melodiniz in the chat says Jabuticaba is awesome. So you've tasted it? What does it taste like? I've never even heard of Jabuticaba. I thought it was just some ridiculous name. It's definitely the funnest fruit I've ever heard of. Okay, here we have the Imperial Hippodrome currently being built at the front line. He has a tower. He's got his second cistern. Hasn't actually had to activate the Akratoi defense. And in fact, I would say Sweet Coffee has been quite smart avoiding engaging these villagers because it would not go very well. Oh, you have a Jabuticaba tree in your yard? Oh, man. You need to put some pictures in the Discord, please. It's a small fruit similar to blueberries. Ah, okay. Well, there we go. The lore continues. Now, there currently is not anything garrisoned inside this outpost, so Sweet Coffee could burn this down. Where did the scout go? It's on the other side of the map. Jabuticaba has a scout back at home. Could be problematic, as you see. Look at this. Shinobi have a ton of torch damage. Look at that. That tower is on fire. Another Shinobi coming in. Could Sweet Coffee perhaps defend against this? Remains to be seen. We have the Hippodrome just about finished right now. And then he'll be training his first horseman there at the front line. Back at home, he's got some sheep underneath his town center. For now, those will eventually run out. But just playing it safe. Got to be careful that Shinobi don't get any villager kills. Down goes the outpost. So he's freed up his stone. Does he even just decide to go for a second TC right now and say, screw it, you can sit there with your big base, but I'm just going to turtle under my TC? I don't know. Cocoa Township continuing to train Shinobi. I'm surprised he was able to afford a few of these, considering the fact that they cost 60 gold. It's because he's been back here on this stone outcropping. So every time he turns in stone, gets a little bit of gold in exchange. So that's how he's been able to afford this. Yeah, look at that. Jabuticaba perhaps has the counter to the Cistern Rush. Look at that. That one's on fire. Oh my gosh. I'll have to ignite it once again. Okay. What is this? Back at home? We got an archery range as well on the front line. Now remember, they're getting a... oh, he's got defense boost right on them right now, which is not exactly what he needs. He needs the Conscriptio. Oh, wait. Yeah, he doesn't have that turned on for the faster training speed. The Shinobi going underneath the tower. Not such a good idea. Oh my gosh. Sweet Coffee bringing his scout very, very close with the sheep. Will that scout escape? No, it almost did. The sheep, though, will make it home. Sweet Coffee, please, has been using the sabotage. So this currently can't train units. He's completely stopped this, and Shinobi are quite good at fighting horsemen. Archers are probably one of the best things against them. Uses the Shunshin ability to poof away. I would say this might be the fiercest competition Jabuticaba has faced yet in our casted series. Okay, so right now Archer's being trained up. He is... Looks like Yumi Ashigaru have been trained for Sweet Coffee, please. He also has a barracks training up some spearmen. So been putting up a very, very stiff defense. And now we do see that the cistern will be going down. Jabuticaba going to be down to just one cistern. Did he build one at home? Let's see. Not yet. Oh, there he goes. Oh, no, that's a house. Not yet. Tower's back at home. Could Jabuticaba have met his maker? About to find out. Sweet Coffee, please. Even with all of this cheese and shenanigans going on, has managed to lay down a second town center. That's going to be more villagers for him, more resources, perhaps what he'll need to fend off the Byzantines. What is Jabuticaba plan here? We've got another archer range. He's also built a forward cistern, so he's going to get the level 2 here. Now, he still has to set the Praesidium, which is not where he needs it. Whoops. You know, I've thought about suggestions to improve this, because I've accidentally done this before. I wish this little teardrop right here just like showed like a shield, or showed a book, or showed a person. I think would be better, or even above that, some kind of icon so you knew what it was set on. I think would be nice. Archers trying to get in range of those Yumi Ashigari. Ashigari, by the way, very, very cheap. 30 food, 35 wood. They are quite speedy as well, as you can see them kiting away. Horsemen going for a flank on the res line, but Sweet Coffee has been able to defend quite well. Looking very good right now. Is able to get to 2 town centers. Has a second berry expansion well within reach. Just needs to be careful as this archer mass grows. We see double archery range. Could Jabuticaba perhaps go for a ram push here? Could be something we could see. Looks like he's going to be building an outpost. Let's see his line of sight so you just have an idea of what he can see. There it is. Starting to take down the forge. Any blacksmith back at home? No blacksmith? Anyone in the front line? I was wondering if he'd go for rams. I see one right there. So I think Jabuticaba is going to be going for a Herosophon, going for those fire rams. And you can be on 2 TC all you want, but as you see right now, he's investing resources on farm transition. Has a healthy looking bank right now. Really needs to spin those resources down. Honestly, a few samurai would do him very, very good right now. But he doesn't have the gold. I think he could get access to this down here. It looks like. Horseman, though, might hit a raid. There they go. Will he be able to kite in time? Looks like he was able to get back to that town center. Jabuticaba going to have to retreat from that raid. And I think we're going to see perhaps a ram push coming in here very, very shortly. And I don't know. I think this is a small window of opportunity because we're going to see the Japanese economy start to grow in strength. And right now, personally, I would say a few samurai would do very well against the Byzantines. The only answer the Byzantines really have to samurai in the Second Age are making Keshik from their mercenaries, which... how much olive oil? He does have enough. He could perhaps train some on the short front line, but it's not like they can train a ton of them. So if he could just sit here and get like an infantry mass with samurai in the middle, it would be very hard for the Byzantines to take this fight. Now Jabuticaba taking his sweet time. He's come so far. You know, he started with that Dark Age rush. These 5 villagers, they came out here just to set a little forward outpost, and they really built a great empire on the front line. You could almost say this rivals what's going on back at home. And maybe this is the northeastern and the southwestern Roman army. I'm told that the Jabuticaba is very unique, but a bit like blueberries, sour and sweet with a small seed inside. I'm gonna need somebody, maybe that's our new sub goal, guys. If we reach the sub goal, I will figure out how to get to Jabuticaba in Ohio, and I will taste test them on stream. Sounds like a fun thing to do. Okay, right now we have Horseman looking to go for a raid. Sweet Coffee, please, though, in position. Should be able to stop him. Okay, Yumi, it would take off 1 horseman. Jabuticaba sent running away. You can see the military count. Jabuticaba just barely ahead for right now. See a barracks, and he does have a mercenary house. There's those Keshik we mentioned. This is probably your best option when facing samurai in the Second Age. You got to use these Keshik, but you got to be wary of the spearmen, of course. And we see Sweet Coffee, please, going right into farms. He is using these berries out on the northeast side. It has not researched the Tawara, which would be very nice for the capacity of these villagers, particularly their move speed and gather rate for berries. So, not sure why he's missed this resource. Maybe it was the lack of gold. I mean, you can see right now he does not have enough gold, so that might be just why. Oh, there he goes. He's getting it right now. He hears us. Okay, Sweet Coffee, please. Defending against Jibudakaba. Defending that gold on the back. I mean, yeah, he's doing just fine. Empire is booming. 53 villagers to the 49 of Jibudakaba. Building these houses quite far out. Of course, the farmhouse is both a farm and a house for the Japanese. And Jibudakaba going to be adding additional outposts. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, the Cistern Rush, the initial Cistern Rush, didn't go too great over here. Got burnt down pretty easily. And a single villager hasn't been killed, as you can see. So, I think maybe it's just Sweet Coffee reacting appropriately, I think is what this was. It was not thrown off by that cistern. Maybe he's seen Jibudakaba's shenanigans before. Back at home, we have some more cisterns. 1, 2. Will he try to connect that cistern all the way to the front line? You gotta think about the fact that these aqueducts, they cost 2 stone apiece. He could get a level 4 cistern if he were to build that all the way across the map. It would be an engineering marvel, never seen by the likes of the Byzantines before. Okay, Sweet Coffee, please. Building a wall and going out to the deer on the southeast side. And a big raid coming in for Jibudakaba. Will he be ready to stop this? There's a few shinobi, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. I think we're going to see some villagers go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay, I'm a little fast at counting, clearly. 6, there we go. That's a nice little raid. And look at the villager count. Just like that, he's able to get this much, much closer. Pretty much ignoring these shinobi. The shinobi kind of ignoring them as well. 10 villagers, that's a massive raid. And he's able to even the odds. Jibudakaba now up on the villager count. Very, very nice raid from him. Still a big army on the northwest side, and just about the 16.5 minute mark, we have our first ram being built. So this is the Herosophon, or the Gyrosyphon. I think there's a few different pronunciations. I did Google it because I didn't want to be, a complete pleb, but I think both works from my understanding. Okay, so Japanese about to be under siege. Now he has not upgraded this town center for the Daimyo Manor, which would make it get an additional 1,000 HP and of course get some more defensive capabilities. But right now Jibudakaba kind of focusing on these raids towards the east side. And he is building out towards the middle of the map. 1, 2, 3 cisterns. I would not be surprised if we saw him do something as crazy as build a cistern all the way back home. The floating gate coming down. Japanese advancing to the castle age. Is Jibudakaba's window of opportunity perhaps closing? But this also might be the perfect time for a little bit of a ram push. Moving in, we've got the Herosophon setting fire to the archery range very, very quickly. Taking damage, as you can see there. Those rams are some of the best in the game. A raid on the east side, so Sweet Coffee trying to defend his expansion towards the east and his resources, while on the west side, some of his military production under siege. We've got a second Herosophon coming in right now, and he's got all the military production in the world that he might need right in his enemy's backyard. And you've heard people say that, well, this is just a meme strategy. It's not, this isn't legit. This isn't too good. Well, I don't know. Looking pretty good right now. These are Conqueror players here. He's been able to turtle back on 2TC. He's tried to boom up, and the Byzantines just haven't cared. Look at this. Bringing the pain. Right now, we've got the farmhouse burning to the ground. Sweet Coffee, please, has reached the castle age. He's got a Yoshiro, but what's it going to matter? He needs to get some upgrades really, really quick, or he's going to be Dunzo. A third Herosophon currently being trained. Has he lost all of his barracks? He's got barracks over here. Okay, he's getting some of his upgrades. How many samurais does he have? 5? No, Anabagisha. He has 4 veteran samurai. Okay, gonna stick this fight. Maybe he could wait for some more upgrades, but he's gonna decide to go for this. And this might be a mistake. Those Keshik gonna be very good at tanking damage on the front line. And he's got a lot of archers behind this. Look at the military count. I'm not sure that Sweet Coffee, please, has the numbers to take this. More veteran samurai, though, are coming in, and as you can see, they are surviving quite well in this fight, despite the numbers advantage of the Byzantines. The Yumi Ashigaru have not been upgraded yet. perhaps, I don't know, I feel like he could have waited just a few more minutes, got his upgrades in before taking this fight. A lot of resources in the bank for Jabudakaba right now, and it looks like he is wiping this army out. It is not even close. Look at that, those veteran samurai falling. Still a Keshik left in this fight. We finally see Harosavan go down, but this might be all she wrote here as we see all of the Yumi archers getting slaughtered by the Byzantines. Jabudakaba bringing the pain. And Sweet Coffee, please. I thought when he hit Castle Age, he might have escaped the Cistern Rush. But Jabudakaba sieges forward. We've got barracks and a stable left to go. The floating gate. That thing's not going to last for very long. I don't know where he put the Yoshiro. Maybe put it up here? Not exactly sure. It's very hard to track it down. Don't really care right now. Okay. Continuing to siege the Japanese. How is Sweet Coffee Please going to get back from this? Not only this, look right now at the villager count. Holy smokes. He lost a ton of villagers trying to kill those rams. The archers picked him off. I mean, 0 military count. Villagers in shambles. Jabudakaba has once again pulled off a massive rush against the Japanese. Japanese, they're no joke. They're very, very good. Not to mention, very good defensively. And I felt like Sweet Coffee Please handled the early stages of this game very, very well. Able to get up the Castle Age. And he still wasn't able to get the job done. So I guess that's what I want to hear from you guys in the chat and in the comment section. What do you think Sweet Coffee Please could have done differently to perhaps hold this? I think perhaps when he hit the 3rd age, could have sat back, got a few more of his upgrades before taking this engagement, though it's hard because the rams were coming. So easier said than done. But with that, Jabudakaba claims yet another victim. Once again, if you want to try this strategy out, check the link in the description. I've put the build order on the AoE4 Builds website, which is a free open source place for strategy guides. And I hope you enjoyed this Kassa game. Subscribe to the channel and check out some of my other guides, and I will see you in the next one.